Hi Virgos, thanks for watching today. This is going to be your December 2024 general tarot card reading. I did pre-shuffle the cards for you, Virgo, and I am a professional psychic. So you know it's 2024 and we're going into 2025 here. And some people still don't believe in psychics. They still don't think it's a real thing. I mean, the industry is a multi-million-dollar industry, guys. So psychics are real, and all of us have the ability to be psychic. A lot of us can be. You know, it's a matter of more. How are you going to use your abilities and your gifts, right? So let's see here, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm just shuffling a little more, Virgo. Get some energy for you. And let's see, what do you need to know for September? Oh, I'm sorry. September, Virgos. For December 2024, Virgo. End of year anxiousness, end of year craziness. I'm getting a message like a lot of you Virgos know better, or you knew. Yeah, it's a sense of like, Virgo, you know better. Like, let's say, you know, at the end of the year, people get all stressed out or anxious, or, you know, we all have these goals we want to accomplish before the end of the year. So, you know, it could be a more stressful time, and you know what to do to navigate through that, or not to get caught in the riffraff, or not to overstress or overthink. But somehow it looks like a Virgo. You do manage to end up being very stressed, or you do manage to get caught up in something that you seem to know better about not getting caught up in. That's a first message that comes through for you. So I'm getting a message for you, Virgo. You know better. You see something, you see through something, you know what not to do, but it's very difficult for you, I'm getting, Virgo. It's very difficult for you not to fall into something. It could be because of like what's going on around you, the influences around you, the energies around you, or the stress around you. So I'm getting, Virgo, you know, we are towards the end of the year. I can see that cycle closing out here. You are rising above something, or like overcoming something. But that's the thing, as you're getting closer to overcoming something, what I'm seeing here, Virgo, is there's a lot of stress and anxiousness and uneasiness. So you're very caught up in something. It's very personal, Virgo. You're very in your head about something, and you're having a hard time seeing what's going on around you, or maybe you just don't want to because you're fixated on your own goals. I see potential love interest for those of you that aren't in a relationship. I see somebody interested in you, but it looks like you're too busy now. And I do see some of you are already in a relationship, Virgo. And because of something that you're going through personally right now, you may feel disconnected. But I do see you and this person working through that, and you headed towards, you know, new beginnings or a new chapter with this person. But I do pick up that you're going through some personal things, or there's something going on with you. So you may feel a little disconnected as far as your personal relationship goes. Or because of some, like how I said, you're rising above something. It's almost like you may see things in your relationship at the moment. You're unsure if this is truly what you need or want. But I see you also knowing that you're not in the best frame of mind to decide that right now. You're being pulled in a lot of different directions. You have a lot going on, Virgo. But I see you pushing through. It's like you're trying to meet deadlines, right? Which a lot of people try to do towards the end of the year. They try to push. And I get, you know better, Virgo. You know now may not be the time to do these things. But for whatever reason, I see you just really wanting not to wait and to do these things. And I mean, that's definitely fine. So overall, Virgo, in this top row here, I actually see things look very good for you. I see you letting go of loss, heartache, pain, like a lot of emotional disappointment from earlier in the year, whether it's from, not getting what you want out of your workplace, work environment, career, maybe things not turning out that way, or maybe being let down by friends or family members. I see that you're moving on from that right now, and that there are people around you that are interested in you, they're more supportive, they're better for you. But because of something you're going through or physical things that you're working on, Virgo, you're not in that ready position completely yet, is what I'm getting here. So you have a lot going on right now, Virgo, for yourself. So a message I am getting is whatever you can do to, maintain or keep your stress levels under control. Virgos don't do very well when they're stressed. I mean, yeah, some stress is good, but like what I'm seeing now is like you look like you could easily become really stressed, high stressed. And I just see, Virgos could be really finicky and sensitive. It just really can bring you down. So I do see you overcoming a lot of things right now, Virgo. You may not feel that way at all in December. You're letting go of a lot of, you're having some sort of emotional release, or letting go of some past negative patterns that have to do with, being let down emotionally, or just being around people that don't nurture you emotionally. But you may not feel like that, like I said, because you have so many other things going on. And because of that, you may be a little disconnected or distant from others, but I do see that that's temporary and that you do have that support there. All right, Virgo, and I really see you learned a lot of valuable lessons this year. Or maybe it took a couple years, maybe it's been the last couple years, but you learned a lot of valuable lessons. I see you knowing not to do certain things again, ever. So I'm getting you really, there's a lot of wiseness. You're becoming wiser. You've learned from some past mistakes, I guess. I would call them mistakes because, let me see. It's funny. I guess it's not funny to you maybe at the time of this reading, but on some level, they don't quite look like mistakes because I'm getting this allows you to level up and go somewhere that you've been wanting to go forever. Or this allows you to, whatever you've gone through in the past is really putting things in perspective for you as far as moving forward in your life. This definitely has to do with relationships a lot too, and just personal fulfillment, just emotional joy and happiness. I see more balance coming to you in relationships in the future, Virgo. And a big lesson learned. Oh, okay, so let's come down here. Magical Virgo, look here. What are you conjuring up? There's a 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Ace of Wands here. This is showing me, Virgo, you're very capable, or you have that Midas touch. You're very gifted spiritually. You could manifest what you'd like, or something that you're wanting to have or create for yourself that has to do with your pentacles, financially, physically. It's like somehow you're feeling cheated, Virgo. You're feeling cheated or burnt out or stressed about something, like you're unsure if you can do this or not do this or have this or not have that or afford this, afford something. But this is showing me what happened to that creative Virgo that's good at manifesting and staying positive and kind of working through things. So I'm seeing you're very creative, you're very gifted, you have talents, you have capabilities. You can very much get whatever you're wanting for yourself or to attain in the physical world. But somehow you were cheated in the past or something, or because you're overcoming some sort of barrier, like I was telling you, that has to do with being let down or things not turning out a certain way. In December, you could be making big plans or wanting big change or waiting on something. More financially, wanting to make some change financially or do something different financially. I wouldn't quite say you're a little burnt out, because I get you're really anxious and you want to move forward. But somehow, because of something that happened to you in the past, you're feeling like you can't do something. Like there's something that you can't do. Like you're really stressed about something you feel is out of your, what is it called? not out of your control, but it's like out of your reach. That's not necessarily true, Virgo, if you change your mindset. So like Virgo's original mindset, like your innate, like your more innate mindset, like how you are, how you solve problems, how you approach situations, that creative side to you, what makes you you, like the unique things about you. I see you're kind of disregarding that right now, and you're really focused. I don't know, I guess I want to say logic, but of course we need to focus logically. So I'm getting someone or something around you is influencing you negatively, and it's not allowing you to feel that you can attain or reach your goal. So I'm getting to tell you, like, something has to change about your physical environment. This may not be your home. It could be at work. It could be at home. Maybe your neighbor has negative energy. It's like something that's around you in the energy field, or maybe something that you're watching on TV, or something that you're coming into contact with on a regular day-to-day basis. It's kind of lowering your vibration, or it's taking you away from like the authentic pieces of yourself that kind of allow you to have that cutting edge and allow you to move up or gain what you want. And somehow I see that playing into, how do I put this? Like some of that stress that I saw earlier, and somehow how you were cheated in the past, or some negative situations or people or circumstances in the past you were involved in that have made you doubt yourself, or just made you make you feel like your purpose is wrong, or you don't know what you're doing, when I don't necessarily see that's true. Okay, so see the Five of Cups is here down here with this Page of Swords. And so up here we have the Seven of Cups and Eight of Cups. And there's beautiful things going on around here, but I am seeing, Virgo, you are going, like I had already said, there's some sort of emotional release or clearing going on. I don't necessarily think you're super emotional this month, Virgo, but there is an uneasy emotional states and some sort of doubtfulness that's like coming up and out in you this month when you're trying to like hold this vision or move towards something that you want for yourself. And that looks temporary, but I do see that as an obstacle or a hardship for you this month. I think there's a lot of things you're waiting on, Virgo. You're waiting on this change, waiting to create change. You're feeling anxious about it. You're unsure if you're good enough, so you're very much in your head. And that type of like that Empress energy, the Queen of Pentacles energy, here you are, it shows up. I guess what makes Virgo Virgo, I see like you're really disregarding the things that make you unique and special and kind of bring you harmony. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is that going on right now? What is that block? And I can tell it does have to do with situations or circumstances in the past that didn't turn out quite the way you want, or people maybe not treating you well, or something happening that you're overcoming, that you're moving through now. So you got a couple different things going on this month, Virgo. You have like two big things going on. They're kind of overlapping each other. It's like you have the things going on that you're planning and wanting to happen this month, and then you have like the things that are just happening to you because of like where you're at on your life path. And so they're conflicted a little bit this month. There's a little bit of a conflict there. And so I see I definitely don't see a horrible month. I actually see a lot of beauty and blessings around you, Virgo, a lot of wisdom. But I see a sense of you not feeling that way. You see, because of something that you're going through, but it does look temporary. And I would say it probably is. It's probably that you're probably closing out that situation. Like you could have been going through this last month as well, or even in October. Ten of Wands reversed, Virgo. Well, that's interesting. I see that as we're closing out your reading. How do I explain this? There, I do see whatever you're waiting on, like something is going to happen towards the end of the month or by the new year, as far as what you're planning or wanting to happen, that's kind of building up, that you are going to feel that there's some sort of release, or you can move on to the next level. It's not necessarily like you're moving on to the next level, but you can, maybe it's like, let's say you're waiting to hear news and you just don't know what's going to happen until you hear this information in this news, and it's just making you so anxious. Well, I do see, before the end of the month, you are going to know what you're doing in that situation. Like I said, how you couldn't harness your abilities, or you can't see what makes you... Sorry, Virgos, I'm having a hard time finding the correct words to use here, but it's like your magic, Virgo. What makes you you? Like what makes Virgo Virgo, what allows Virgo to be special and unique, what makes Virgo feel great. It's like your magic. Somehow you can't tap into that or tune into that right now. But I see more so towards the end of the month with this Ten of Pentacles reversed and this Two of Wands here. You are able to kind of see how she's holding something there, and she has a very confident stance. Things may not have turned out the way you wanted, or things may not be happening exactly how you planned, Virgo, but I see you knowing what to do as we are approaching the end of the month. You're feeling more empowered. And for those of you that are really stressed about some sort of financial situation, I do see there's a little bit more progress by the end of the month here. So let's see what else is going on. Wheel of Fortune reversed, Five of Swords, Eight of Swords. Wow, this actually looks really good, Virgo, which is cool, because the more difficult cards are reversed, and then there's very beautiful positive cards like this Empress and this Two of Cups. I wasn't going to go into and look at all those cards, but I pick up things energetically. So the difficult part is how to describe these things verbally, to allow them to make sense to you. And so what I saw at the end of the reading is it's very similar to what I'm saying in the beginning of the reading. It's just showing up in a different way. And it's like you're going through some things personally that may feel like real bad right now. There's some emotional upheavals or uneasiness as far as emotions, but this has to do with something that took place in the past that you're now letting go of, and you're trying to push forward to get to a better place. And I do see you getting there, or a better situation. Like, it's on all aspects. Like you're moving towards people that are better for you. You're in a more supportive environment. Your job is looking better. Whatever it is, you're in the process of making the changes you have to make, and you've learned something already. But because you're going from one thing to the other this month, and like what you're going through personally is different from what's like going on in your life path. Like you may have certain plans and you want to do things a certain way, but because of what's going on for you this month as far as your life path, you may feel a little out of control, like you're not sure if that's happening, right? So you have a lot going on this month, and I mean, I've seen that you've had a lot more going on for you, Virgo, but it feels like you have a lot going on this month because you're going through something emotionally this month that's a little bit more difficult to go through. It's bringing up uneasy emotions, uncertainties, insecurities. But I do see those blessings. I did see those blessings at the end of the reading there. Like the Two of Cups, at the end of the reading, after seeing all the uneasy emotions and uncertainty you're going through, and then the cards that were complimenting you show that in fact you do have support and you are solid, or there is structure, even though you may be feeling out of control and like you don't have any of that right now and you're unsure of future situations. So it's very simple, Virgo, in a lot of ways. Like the main message I do get for you is to take care of your health this month. And I don't mean like, oh, Virgo, go on a strict diet, just drink green juice. And it's not really like that. Like this is like your mind, body, and your spiritual health, Virgo. You're very creative. In a lot of ways, Virgos are very delicate. I mean, you're delicate in a lot of ways, but super strong at the same time, right? So it's like taking times out to do those things that make you you, and not disregarding who you are. Because like as you're trying to like accomplish some personal goals or getting caught up in the environment around you, you could be losing yourself a little bit. And I mean, we all go through that at times, but I just see because of something else that you're going through, it's really impacting you. And I see that high anxiety. And so I'm just focusing in on that because a lot of other things around you actually look very fine. But there's something going on with the anxiety or with the inner thought process, and you unsure of the future outcomes that's really affecting you. So whatever you can do, Virgo, aromatherapy, bubble bath, treat yourself to flowers, whatever you like to do, books, it's really up to you, Virgos. Well, thanks for watching today, and feel free to like and subscribe.